Well, some bad news before we head into the festive season. Christmas is being blamed for the national obesity crisis. A new survey has found nearly half of all adults gain a staggering 2.7 kilograms during the festive season. For more on this, we're joined by Sue Dunleavy, health editor at News Corp Australia. Sue, thanks for your time this afternoon.
Hi, Charlotte.
So this research, it shows that most people don't ever shed the Christmas kilos. That's pretty concerning.
Yes, so there's a theory that most of the weight that you put on every year, and I think Australians are gaining around half a kilo on average every year, and there's a theory now that most of that is attributable to Christmas because you gain a lot of weight. I think on average it's about 2.7 kilograms at the festive season, and you might lose some of it, but you don't lose all of it. And it's that little bit that you don't get rid of that stays there the next year, and then the following year you put on another half a kilo and you keep that. And that's why I think the number of Australians who are obese or overweight has grown from 63 to nearly 67% of the population. There's a researcher at the University of South Australia who's going to put this theory to the test. She's started already strapping Fitbits to around 375 Australians, and she's got to follow them over a 14-month period, which will include 2 Christmases. And they're going to weigh in every day, and she's going to see whether it is actually true that the weight they put on and keep on is the weight they put on over Christmas.
Be interesting to see exactly what those results give us a better understanding of this. Is it just a matter of eating more at Christmas, or is there something else at play here as well?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. There's also some evidence that because it's hot in summer, Australians don't exercise as much because it's too hot to go outside, so they're eating more and they're exercising less. And we went to the George Institute, and they've compiled a list for us of showing how much you've got to exercise to wear off that Christmas dinner. So a typical Christmas dinner, which includes a roast turkey and some Christmas pudding, that's got more than 1,300 calories in it, and that would take a 5.5-hour walk to wear off. So a lot of Australians might play a bit of backyard cricket, or they might go out for a bit of a walk, but I don't think too many are going for a 5.5-hour walk after their Christmas dinner, and that's what's needed if you want to wear off that indulgence.
Yeah, I don't think backyard cricket is going to cut the mustard for that. I also think that it might have something to do as well. There's such a change in routine or structure. People go on holidays for a few weeks over Christmas or New Year's. Surely that has some impact as well.
Yes, in fact, they've done some research on Japanese people, on Americans and Germans, and found that in their traditional holiday periods, they too put on extra weight. So I think for Americans, it's around Thanksgiving. For the Japanese, there's a Golden Week, I think, in May, and the Germans put on about a kilogram around Christmas time because they're in the middle of winter, so there's probably even less reason for them to want to go outside and exercise, but they're obviously indulging as Australians do.
Yeah, so let's try and do some problem solving here, Sue. Are there any tricks or tools that people can use to track what they're eating, or to really try and lower the amount of weight that they're putting on?
Yes, there are. So for the first tip we've got is the George Institute has prepared a list of common Christmas treats that you can buy in your supermarket, and they've compared the calories in the different treats. So there are some brands of Christmas pudding that have got, up to 100, 200 fewer calories than others. So there's less exercise you'd need to do to wear them off. So if you go to one of the News Corp papers today and subscribe, you can get access to that list and see, as you're doing your Christmas shopping, which brand of Christmas pudding is going to take less exercise to wear off, which brand of Christmas cake is going to take less exercise to wear off. And the other thing is to go and consult that list and have a think about, well, do I actually want to eat that slice of Christmas pudding and have to go for a 2-hour walk or not? Or if I do eat it, yep, that's exactly what I'm going to have to do to wear it off.
Yep, all a balanced game. Thanks for the update there on all of that. Hopefully we can put some of that into place over the Christmas period, Sue.